You know, I guess this will just be a generic rant. Been doing stuff, yoga and shit. These people still have some kind of control over my newsfeed. My internet gets interrupted every 5 or 6 seconds to let me know these pedophiles are fucking mad at me because I'm telling people they're pedophiles. Like, dude, it's not just Jeffrey Epstein's list you gotta worry about. It's literally your local church you gotta worry about. They're the real pedophiles, and they're the real bastards, okay? They're the real people you should be trying to just put a bullet in the head because America's government isn't going to come and help you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about anybody outside of those that have money. That's just a general fact. That's how things work. So, in my newsfeed, I got this thing as some black guy with a heavy African accent. This shit kills me because Blondie did this with this other guy called the Healthy Gamer. He's a member of this church or some shit. He did it to me back in Ackworth where he was like, an Indian guy told you this, so now you must believe him because he's the same color skin as you. Because that is what I do as a dirty cracker, is I only listen to other dirty crackers. It is how I work. This is how Daniel Mullins or Daniel McGinnis's brain works. He thinks, if he gives me the same message, but it comes from a black guy's mouth, it's gonna change the outcome. Good old fucking Marlon Forrester made this mistake at the 92 Wendy's. That bastard tried to explain to me that he can be white, and he was super offended when I told him that it'll never fucking happen. Not because I was being an asshole, I was just speaking truth. The problem with these retards is they don't believe in truth. They believe in being stupid and screaming you're the victim in it. This is why all churches need to be destroyed. Every problem that faces America, to women inequality, to all the abortion problems, are all religious people. And they all need to have their heads smashed with hammers, because the only thing they defend is a human trafficking ring. That's it. Nothing more. And when they go, oh, faith, you can have faith in a lot of things. It doesn't have to be a human trafficking ring, but I guarantee you, as soon as the human trafficking ring ends, you're not going to have faith in shit. Because the fun thing there, the human trafficking, isn't there anymore. Who are you better than if you have nobody enslaved? Jack and shit, that's who. But that's neither here nor there. In my newsfeed, this black guy just went on this thing about self-discipline and self-control, and it just started ticking my nerves off. And it was like, don't react. Well, here I am reacting. Because reaction videos do great on YouTube. But I digress. When you destroy somebody's basal ganglia, they lose their ability for self-discipline. This was all, I spoke about this when I spoke about the good old president of this church contacting me and was like, well, we know how to destroy stoics. You poison them with heavy metals and it destroys their basal ganglia. They don't have any self-control. That's what happens. Okay, great. You guys destroyed my basal ganglia. And now you're like, now you just gotta have self-control after you destroy my basal ganglia. Once again, I cut your legs off, tell you to run, or I'll shoot you in the head. Are you gonna get up and run? No, you're getting a bullet to the head. That's what's gonna happen because of the circumstances I created. This is what happens when you once again don't have agency in anything you do. I've had it happen 4 times now. I keep getting cut off by motherfuckers and I almost fucking rear end them. I'm not gonna waste my time on that shit. I'm fucking tired of it though. Okay, it's just these bastards looking to bastard. And it's like their only fucking skill in life is to bastard. Okay. It's as if being a bastard, it makes them, like, when you call them on being a bastard, they get mad that they're bastards, and you're telling them to look in the mirror, and they get pissed because they can't stand what they see. Why don't you just stand there with the mirror for a couple minutes, and then go, oh, I'm just a complete piece of shit, let me change that. First step, get the fuck out of your church. Second step, shoot your church leader in the head. You'll solve the problem, trust me. It'll be done overnight. And you'll have done a good thing. You're not gonna, because you're incapable of being good people. Which is why when you wake up in hell after you die, you're gonna be like, oh God. And the devil's gonna go, no God here. You abandoned that man a long time ago as soon as you became a church member, idiot. Fucking... Yeah, I can fantasize about this shit, but... I'm fucking annoyed because my newsfeed is full of this self-control, self-discipline bullshit. With people who destroyed my brain with heavy metals, and then got who they wanted, the evil piece of shit guy that they can scream they're the victims of, even though they're the ones that fucked up the guy to begin with, because they don't have accountability and agency in anything they do. They managed to destroy my brain, congratulations, what's the plan from here? We're gonna make him represent himself in court! It's gonna work! Dude, do you dumb assholes realize, like, if I go to court and I'm like, give me a psychological exam, and they scan my fucking brain, and they see it's not working right, and then I'm like, oh yeah, these assholes poisoned me with heavy metals. You realize they're not gonna let me represent myself? They're gonna go, oh, you're extremely mentally unwell. No, you guys can't, you see, this is a problem. They're gonna come and murder me because they're violent, stupid people, and the US government won't do anything about them because the US government's fucking useless. Like, whatever, man. I was thinking about it. I was questioning myself earlier in my journals. Why am I so fucking depressed? Well, I was this thing I wanted to be at one point. I was the person I chose to be. And then these people came along and took a hammer to it because they couldn't stand it. And I will tell you why they couldn't stand it. Because they're not the people they want to be. They are told by this filthy, disgusting church they have to behave like this to get X and Y. And then they get X and Y because the church gave it to them because they did what they wanted. Conditional love. They're like training a dog. They're stupid people. They're stupid people who need to be executed. I don't really care for any of this other shit, and I had this back and forth with myself today where I was fighting myself about the US court system and if whether or not they could do anything without getting me killed, but they really can't, because even when I was president, we put people in witness protection. I just called the FBI, asked where they were at, and then fucking sent somebody out to kill them. So I know you can't even put me in witness protection to keep me safe from these people. That is how violent and corrupt the entire fucking institution is. This is why they all have to be killed. You can't just do some arbitrary law passing and then go, okay, and then everything's going to be, no. Death is the only way. These people aren't going to stop because they believe in the stupid bullshit. But, whatever. I've been blocking a lot of the bullshit they keep putting in my feed. It's funny because I got these Machiavellianism videos that are all like, how to be a incel for life. It's amazing. How to be a complete piece of shit. It's the best. And it's just, you know, it's Danielle McGinnis working overtime and that shit. But whatever, man. Fucking... As much as these guys are like, you know, Stu or Gannon, I don't do that. Dude, it's that stupid shit. When Gannon was watching that guy's video on the guy's video at Papa John's, and he's telling me he's not obsessed with that guy when he's watching his video like 6 or 7 times in a row. Like, they're cute because they download the videos so they can watch them without having the watches go up. So they're like, he only has 5 watches. How could I be watching the video without watching the video when I have 150 different emails? And he's just great. Yes, you're doing a lot. Good job at all the extra work you do to cover up that you're a narcissist. You're wonderful at hiding it. The problem is when you run into people like me and we see you, that's your biggest mistake, is being you. Hey, why don't you try being... Oh, wait, you can't. But whatever. I don't bother with it. Well, I do bother with it, obviously. My brother and my sister did this really weird thing along with my sister's new boyfriend. We went to dinner at this Italian place. My sister totally tricked us to meet this guy's well-off, retarded family. I don't care. Dude, I didn't have anything to talk to with these people, but my sister does shit like that. She sets you up for failure, and then when things go wrong, she gets pissed. So, you just shut up and let the stupid situation play out. But But we were at their fucking house, and for whatever reason, remember, my brother and my sister are gonna get money out of this. They're gonna win the lottery or some shit. My brother made this weird comment the other day about, oh, you think Nadia was gonna win the lottery? So I guess he was trying to say now the church is gonna give him the money, or they're gonna give my dad the money. I don't give a shit. It doesn't fucking matter to me. The only thing I know is everybody's willing to sell me out, the guy that could possibly do some actual good in the world, for a couple bucks. Amazing. Jesus, why did Brutus murder him? 7 pennies, brother. 7 silver pennies. Just great. To be fair to them, it's a lot of money, and I'm pretty sure even in court they'd be like, oh, they gave you that much? I think I'd murder your little brother for that much. Case dismissed. But, whatever. When we were there, they played some John Oliver shit, and then they started talking about a bunch of other shit that's technically my fault. And my brother started talking about these other guys that are getting fucked over right now, and how there's a bunch of other, like, guys that he cares about that are getting fucked. And I'm starting to think that there's a buyer's remorse happening between him and my sister, that now they want me to do something because they were telling me, literally just, dude, I don't keep up with politics anymore. I don't care because I already know how things work. It's all corrupt. Like, it's all corrupt. And the Democrats are the dumbest people on the planet because they're the little kids that are like, it's gonna work, while living in a completely corrupt system that's diseased because they don't do anything about the disease. Okay. If it was me, I would be destroying them. That's what I would be doing, but that's just, I don't have the money or power to do anything, so let's just be honest with that. You gotta be real with yourself in these things. Anyways, my brother and my sister and her boyfriend both just gave me the 411 on all these world events, and I guess shit that if I fucking did what these people want me to do, I could potentially fix. But here's the thing, like, did they just think I was the bad guy in this the entire time, or is this something else? Because here's the truth about my brother. When I was living in Ackworth, the shit when Annalene Mummy God gave me those pills to chelate myself, my brother stole them and dumped them out, because he didn't want me to remember what he did. And he didn't want me to remember any of the shit that I did. Because it was in his interest to defend his ego. That's what happened to those chelation pills. Whether people believe me or not, I don't give a shit anymore. Because as my brain unlocks more shit, I just become more and more reactionary, because I literally don't feel like I have control over my brain, my thoughts, or anything, because, well, it's been hacked so many fucking times. Like, how the fuck do I even know that my brother or my sister didn't just walk in here last night with their hypnosis bullshit from the church and hypnotize me to make this video? I don't fucking know, and I also don't fucking care anymore. Like, whatever, man. And to be clear, the suggestive hypnosis they use when they're using these drugs on you does not work like normal hypnosis, where your willpower or whatever can stop you from committing atrocities. When I was president, you can hypnotize anybody into doing any goddamn thing you want as long as you can outsmart them. If you make them stupid enough on heavy metals and you hypnotize them, you can make them do whatever you want because their brain is too destroyed to resist. This is the end game of poisoning people with heavy metals. This is to make them stupid and easy to control in more than one ways. You make them easy to control through hypnosis. Yeah. I just picture myself getting the opportunity to sit down in a fucking conference when I'm like 100 years old or some shit with some asshole on YouTube who's actually a member of this church, and I start telling him about it, and you're like, that's crazy, and then fucking I just reveal that my brother and my sister took money to work against me. Like, I turned myself in for hiring Luigi to the FBI, but my sister walked out, lied to him, and said I was schizophrenic, so the officers fucked off, and they're like, so you could have prevented all these horrible things from happening, but your sister was taking money from the church, and she's gonna get it, and she got it in the lottery, and now they're rich, and they fucked everybody over and got everybody fucking killed by knifing you in the back? That's crazy! And then the whole world just comes for them, and they're like, oh god, it doesn't matter how much money we have! We fucked over the good guy! This was stupid to begin with! It's too bad we didn't just do the right thing! Oh no! Oh, self-interest! It's got me killed again! Woo! Just whatever, man, I don't... You can't make people do the smart thing. They're always going to do the stupid thing, no matter what. Danielle McGinnis. I say in a video I have a damaged basal ganglia, what do they fucking send me? Learn self-control and self-discipline. You mean those things I was when I had my stoic personality and I was really quiet and calm and I was always focused on everything I was doing, and then you guys destroyed my brain with heavy metals and did a whole bunch of nonsense to my amygdala and damaged all different parts of my brain at random, and now it doesn't fucking function correctly, and now you're telling me to take a subpar functioning brain and turn it into a fully functioning brain? Stupid. And when I say stupid in this sentence, I do not mean stupid as in I'm trying to be mean. I mean stupid as in you're stupid. Quit being stupid. Stop it. Stop it right now. Quit being stupid. Stop it. You just did oh, it sounds like he's giving us agency. I don't like that. Oh no! I'm a church leader. I tell people what to do. They don't give me agency. I just do the stupid thing and then blame other people. But sometimes it works out and I take credit for that. Oh, the ultimate solution. I gotta go kill this bitch and eat her brains. I'm totally fucking insane. Whatever, man. Do yourself a favor. Never put in a person with borderline personality disorder, all you need is self-discipline and self-control, because that's not how the neural pathways work. Yeah. I did see this thing, the AI brought it up. Apparently there's like really expensive psychologists that specialize in people with damaged basal ganglias, and they teach them some kind of external retard bullshit to stop them from just reacting because their basal ganglia is that damaged. I think I'll just wait for the Chinese shit that'll come out when I'm like 60, where the Chinese people will have the stem cell shit and they'll just inject it in your brain and fucking, oh, fix basal ganglia. Finally, I can function. Amazing. Look, I'm not reacting, Blondie. And then I just drag him and start choking him to death, and I'm just calm as fuck as he's fucking dying in my hands. No! Oh, it's amazing what communism can do. People helping one another, that shit's amazing. Just fucking Blondie. Oh, the rugged individual. It's completely fabricated and made up. I'm learning that right now. Bobby's using overwhelming force. Oh, it's all fake. Why did I believe it? It's cause I'm retarded and somebody should have killed me a long time ago. Just whatever, man. Yeah. That's where I'm at with this shit. It's a good thing I have these videos to vent to, or else, you know, I'd go crazy. Anything else worthy of talking about? Not really. It's almost as if these guys do the stupid thing, and then they look at for some kind of half-assed fucking treatment for what they did. As if they're like, oh, man, psychology? That's a really complex system that involves somebody guiding you through special steps and shit in order to recover. You can do it yourself! Blondie, who's extremely mentally ill. I did all my psychological help myself. Look at me. I've learned to people please and lie to everybody, poison people to get what I want, kill people that are completely innocent, and scream I'm the victim in every situation. How do you like that? And when I do get depressed, I pop LSD. I'm the greatest psychologist on the planet. So you're codependent on drugs, and you're about to tell me that you gave yourself psychological help? Think if you gave yourself psychological help, you wouldn't need drugs. But even Alien Mummy God, when I wished away the LSD, he said, oh, no, nobody in the church can function without it. Which makes me want that to be the main wish I give. No more LSD ever again. I guarantee you every one of these fuckers would be popping antidepressants and dying in droves. Oh, why did I do this to my brain? 'Cause you're stupid. But whatever, man.